we're just gonna have a little crafting and talking. Talk about
Indeed. Front mission evolved. It has nothing to do with front mission at all.
Makes me wish I had money.
I have the money, but the issue is I'm not really interested at the moment.
I mean, I could spare like $2, but not for every single game.
I know.
Gyromancer, a PopCap Square Enix collaboration. This is a puzzle RPG. Damn you bastards. trying to lure me in with your RPG puzzles.
Oh no.
I'm listening.
Oh, I found the game that
like,
Momo was
You
playing.
had me at hello.
Yeah. At the very bottom of this page is Yosumin. Make rectangles of the same type of Yosumin to make them disappear in this mind-bending puzzle game. The more you get, the better you'll feel.
What game is this again?
Square Enix puzzle masterpiece. Yosumin. I saw Momo playing it. That is $3.24 right now, so he paid $3.24. Right above this game is Season of Mystery, The Cherry Blossom Murders. Your husband Richard lies dead beneath the cherry blossoms of old Japan, and the police are of no help. Step into history and uncover the truth. No one else will. $2.49.
No, wow. I really need to see this game. Link me the Steam store page. I gotta see this.
Well, like, I guess if you're on Steam, just like open a game or close it or something, and then the ads will pop up. And I think the only message is the Square Enix sale. Only ad.
Only just money.
Oh no, gaming. This game is gonna crash, or it's already been crashing. Oh no.
Well, you have till the 9th for the sale, anyways. But yeah, not a lot of time.
Hey, a Square Enix puzzle collab. Am I hearing this right?
Yeah, that's what it is. The second one from the bottom.
Oh,
or sorry, third one. Third from the bottom.
Oh,
third from the bottom.
Then the okay.
Wow, great! 6 failures in a row. Hasty touch failures. The law of averages, man, fucking me over.
I didn't even notice this one. Urban Chaos. It's a black woman. Urban Chaos throws you into the heart of a modern urban jungle at the turn of the millennium. To succeed, you need a lethal combination of stealth, physical agility, and martial arts skills as you interact with the city around you.
Is this $94?
That's the bottom
vaguely racist.
It kind of did seem racist. Yeah, Yosumin I'd never seen, and then I don't know why Momo thought it would be a good game. And Gyromancer looks, from the picture, seems more like a real puzzle game.
You get a treat? What?
Yeah, I like puzzle games.
A treat? Man, yeah. I'm sure hungry after looking at all these treats.
I like to try new puzzle games when I get bored of others. A lot of good handheld puzzle games.
If you want a puzzle game, if you want a match puzzle game that's really awesome, I recommend Puyo Puyo Fever.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. I played Marvel Puzzle Quest on Steam.
Puyo Puyo is one of the best, but my goodness.
Is that on, or you said it's not on Steam?
The first 2 Puzzle Quest games.
Not on Steam at all. It's like a console.
Were there 2? Oh yeah, the one on the handheld, right? Because they were kind of different.
They were different. I had it on the Xbox 360.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I remember playing both of those too. The first one was really good, and then the second one I was like, well, it's kind of weird now, but it is the same game pretty much, just totally different classes. And then in Marvel Puzzle Quest, it gets a little weirder because.
Oh, does it? There's
like the blocks.
One too. That's also really weird.
Oh, the space one.
I didn't actually get it. I don't think. I was tempted to download it because it was a free demo to get you so far, and then you. I don't think I ever downloaded it.
Yeah, at one point they had the first game that they ever made. Well, I forget what it was called, but basically it's just like the game they made before Puzzle Quest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and a lot of people, because it was on such a low price, people were buying it and like, oh yeah, the addictive, da da da. But then every other post would be like, if you've played Puzzle Quest, this game is shit. Don't even touch this game. This game is ass, and you can see where they improved upon it.
Yeah.
On Puzzle Quest. But there were plenty of posts where like, I fucking hate this game. I spent hundreds of hours on it. It's like, this game is bullshit. It's unnecessarily hard. And then the next post will be like, this game is way too easy. What the hell?
Oh jeez.
It just comes down to because all you really need to do, especially like in all the Puzzle Quest games, if you can't like, it's not about charging your powers as much as it is keep the other guy from doing anything, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I would always
it
charge
depends.
my powers.
Yeah, like it really depends. Like if you're in a situation where like you're probably gonna lose or it's like it's actually difficult, then the best thing to do is just keep them from getting anything.
I think that the way that I did, one of my characters, I did it to where it had one of those things where it was basically like a slow building thing.
Okay.
But everything would increase your battle skill like dramatically, like, and so eventually like just pretty much like just matching 3 skulls would like take someone like half life. It just took forever. It just took a while to build up, but after a while it just ruined people like really fucking bad.
Do you remember what class that was?
I think it was on the fighter, honestly.
Oh, okay, that sounds right. Yeah,
but it had something to do with my items too. The way I
probably. Yeah, it was like do more damage when matching skulls. Yeah. Yeah, that game was. I didn't thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, like in that one, it came down to always take skulls because if you don't, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then in the newer Puzzle Quest, like what they did is they took out skulls, and it's just like any match will do damage, except but like, yeah. And then there's the mana colors, and then there's just one other block called like, I think they've been playing around and changing it around, but it's called like City Block right now.
Yeah, man.
So the idea is like I guess the city is helping you out or something. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah, like one of
culinary knife for nothing.
Or basically they're like abilities that you like extra abilities you carry on top of your team kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that resource you can also use that one.
That's interesting. Yeah, that first one's pretty fun.
Quite a
few.
It's a
little tedious though.
Yeah, it is. Well, that is the whole game. It's very long. Definitely that last battle, like trying to win the end of the game, took me, I don't know how many attempts.
I don't know, and I never played it on hard, so I have no idea how hard it gets. Like, I think I played it on normal.
I don't even remember if I changed the difficulty or not.
If you play it on easy, like the machine like won't like make moves sometimes. Like it does really dumb moves. And you're like, is this how they change the difficulty by making the AI stupid? Like,
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, like, and they would just build up like, oh, that's how I did it. I had an item that like did a shit ton of damage if you had like all of your shit maxed.
Oh,
that's what
like
it was.
all the mana?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you filled up your mana pools, like it just did a shit ton of damage. It was bad if you had something that. It was bad build if you had someone that
takes mana from you, or
like delete mana or whatever. Like.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, man, it was fucking nasty.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. My first playthrough, I think, was the palette. Whatever one had, like you can make more purple things appear. So so I'd leveled up so fast because of that. Like you're gaining experience every turn almost, and then.
Yeah, I did.
The only way I could beat that last one was with the Death Gaze spell, which is like, depending on how much green mana you have, determines how much damage you do when you spend all of it.
Yeah.
And that was the only way I could beat that last time. I was like, yeah, finally, I got enough green mana.
Yeah.
Green mana. Oh, there's different kinds of mana.
Yeah.
Well, it's just different colors. Yeah.
Oh, different colors.
Yeah. And then each power
water,
needs
fire, like what they were.
Basically, yeah.
And
it was only the 4 colors, right?
Yeah, and every class had like something that you could build, like had like some set of skills that you would build up. Like they'd be like, this class has like morale and battle, and this one has like
morale. That's
earth, and this one has like earth and fire. And...
Yep.
There's only 4 classes in that game.
That is true. Yeah. The mage was pretty crazy actually.
Yeah, I tried to play that one. I couldn't get quite into it as much.
Or actually, no. I'm thinking of the handheld one. I played the mage in that one. That one was fucking stupid.
Was it?
It was okay. Well, I felt like the mage was too much damage, but they all had their own gimmick where they could eventually do the most possible damage. But it was the mage was basically the same thing as Death Gaze, where like, oh, I have this much red mana, you're dead.
Yeah, a lot of them. There was a lot of stuff that had that because if you had the Wyvern mount, you can have that Wyvern ability that did the same thing. I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah, the mount. I like all
like,
the extra stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to collect all the mounts. I think I had most of them.
Yep. What took me the most time was unlocking all of the friggin' moves that you can unlock, or the spells.
Yeah, I don't think I unlocked all of them because some of them just got too stupid for me.
Yeah, like it's like the puzzles aren't even that complicated, but I would just stare at them and like, fuck, how do I do this? And then I'd look up the answer when I was really fucking pissed.
Yeah. And I had a couple of weapons that I crafted too, but that shit was hard. Like, I could never make a legendary one. I just always fail. And then I'd fail after like 20 minutes of doing it, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm not doing this shit anymore. Like, I wasted way too much fucking time.
Yeah. What is weird about the Marvel puzzle quest? Because really they're just trying to build off of, you know, the name, because it's almost a completely different game. Because everything is based off Marvel.
Yeah.
But like the way they tried to do it is make it seem like a PvP game. Like there are events where you go up against other players' teams, but really you're not playing another player. The computer is playing them. But it's still like whatever team you choose and the levels, you know, like that's going to determine if you get your ass handed to you or not. And so other than that weird mechanic, like I guess it's a good idea. They're trying to add replayability, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how you level up is kind of annoying. Because it's almost like a drop system.
Oh,
like
no.
it's like because like each well actually there's one Hawkeye, 1-star Hawkeye only has 2 powers, but they're pretty good powers. Everyone else has 3 powers, and you can only level them like it's like, oh, which color did you get for Wolverine? He has red, yellow, and green. I got a green, so okay, you can level up green one, kind of thing. And it's like really weird. Yeah, it's like it's kind of RNG how you get your shit too. It's annoying. Unless you have like if you want to earn something, you kind of have to build up better. Like the first month or 2 I was playing, I just couldn't win anything. It was just like, oh, you made 200th. Congratulations. Like, oh, yay. And then like several months later, if I find the right time to enter into an event and I actually want something and I spend, like you actually have to play like several times over to run up your score, or you're not gonna like end in a good place. Weird. You will get destroyed.
Marvel Puzzle Quest, right?
Yeah. But it's like I run into people, like I have a lot of like a huge roster of heroes, but I only have maybe like fully maxed out characters, like 2 or 3 or 4, and like out of a rarity of 4 being the highest, my best one is like 2 maxed out, and then I have like a 3 that is almost maxed out. But it's like I'm not that good. There are people with way higher level people. I just cannot beat them. It's a GG when you see they're all like level 100 and something, all 3 of them.
Damn. Good game, guys. Good game.
Good games? Question mark. I don't know. Some of them sound kind of goofy.
Ooh.
That Marvel Puzzle Quest thing, and the other Puzzle Quest one where Momo was playing.
Oh, Yosumin?
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, friend. Welcome to the podcast.
Podcasts.
We're just talking about video games.
Talking about that video.
Well, specifically, he was like, "What's on sale on Steam in the last 2 weeks?" And then I got the ad popped up on my Steam thing that Square Enix
came up recently.
Yeah, Square Enix has this 85% off up to sale for the next 3 days.
Well, if it's an old game, yeah, they'll give it.
Yeah. Well, I went through all of them. There, for some reason, only those 3 Legacy of Kain games.
That's so weird.
Yeah. But they're all good.
Square Enix.
Yeah, I didn't think it was Square Enix either. Apparently, they had their hand in it somehow. And then it was like they had Thief and Deus Ex. So I was like, did they really make these games? And then there was Hitman. I'm like, isn't that IDOS? Apparently, they collabed at some point.
No, it's published. They're
Oh,
publishers.
okay. I see.
So technically,
Developer and publisher.
Sale.
Okay. Like IDOS is developer, or the publisher.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, I get it now. I get it.
I brought that discussion up because I've been asking several friends. I was like, "Where what happened to the Steam games? The new Steam games I keep seeing these days are zombie."
There's an awful lot of zombie-related things.
The zombies are popular.
Oh,
Zombies kind of get on my nerves now.
Roguelike
Yeah.
experience.
The only reason they are popular is it's just an easy like.
It is
How do
real
we? What
easy.
are we gonna kill and not offend anyone? Kind of thing. It's like we can't choose black people because Resident Evil 5 did that.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, they were all black and like someone like no one was like.
Yeah, it's like stop
Hey,
shooting
this is-
I have
Africans.
an
Like they're
awesome
zombies.
friend
What do you want?
That showed me.
I mean, I
one
know that it
legit
takes
game
place in
that's new.
Africa,
It's
so no one should
early
really be
access.
bitching about it. But still, like, that's just a recipe for disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to say about black people.
That they're zombies?
Pretty much.
Tell me what there isn't a lot of. Actually, the funny thing I'm seeing is the visual novels are getting a little more exposure.
Oh man, speaking of black people, fucking no, while JD and Leo were in here last night. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Fucking apparently JD
Conversation.
heard the most racist thing you'll ever hear. Like it fucking like you can't even call it racism. It's like fucking suppressed level of racism.
Okay.
And apparently the joke was from his wife. It was what kind of Jew do you think got the worst of it in the Holocaust?
It's like, gee, where is this one
What,
going?
what, the black Jew, because he had to sit in the back of the oven.
Yeah, okay. I've been doing that one a long time ago. I forgot all of these jokes.
Oh man, it's like
That is
what
good.
the fuck?
It's a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
No.
That reminded me of how do you fit eight? It's so bad. It's like how many Jews fit in an SUV, and then you say like 27, and you put a number in the ashtray because they can fit in the ashtray.
What's the difference between a Jew and a pizza?
Tell me.
Pizza doesn't scream when it's in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh.
I still, my favorite racist joke is, how does every racist joke start?
I'm not a racist, but.
No, that's a good answer. That's a legitimate answer. No, that's when people aren't joking. When
Yeah.
they say something racist.
That's
no,
true.
that's when I have to look around. You look around your shoulders. Much better in person.
Yeah.
Because you actually look around your shoulders. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's my favorite thing ever. I'm not a racist, but I'm about to say something that's inherently racist.
Yeah. Make sure no one of that color is around.
Oh, that doesn't even matter. Like, it's on the internet all the time. People say that shit all the time.
Yep.
Although I was doing blaxploitation films for like my group project, and we were just talking about that, and I was just like, I'm not a racist, but I was just kidding, but I don't know,
Yeah.
it's like, this is how
Yeah.
everyone goes, and I was like, but they are lazy. Like, and my professor was like, Sean, don't say things like that. Like,
Oh boy.
Don't do that. Yeah. Wait.
like he was cool as shit though. Like he didn't care. He was actually laughing when I said it. Like,
Yeah.
Because
Please don't say those things because I'll laugh.
Yeah. I used to know a bunch of racist jokes, but I don't remember anymore. Most of them.
Yeah, I used to memorize jokes on purpose.
They're really funny, like especially if like you're actually with a group of like mixed people, like
Mhm.
and you're
With all
all
different
like,
jokes,
in
yeah.
on the joke, like
Yep.
and then you laugh at the fact that people think it's funny. Like the joke itself isn't funny; it's the fact that people find it funny is what.
Yep. Or that
That's
it
actually
confused
funny.
them.
Yeah.
Steel bronze sword, eh?
Why are you telling me about stupid bullshit I don't actually give a shit about Netflix? Fuck.
What's good old Papa on Netflix talking about now?
It's telling me The Paradise Season 2, Beauty and the Beast Season 2, The Fall Season 2, Crossing Lines Season 2. I've never watched any of those fucking shows. Why do I care?
Because Netflix is selling out and using them as advertisement leads. You're like, oh, we want you to tell them about our latest season for money.
Netflix is starting to kind of sell out a little bit. You can tell because they're starting to cycle their content instead of having it available online.
That's well, it used to be all the content was available.
No, it was never all the content.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so do they just limit?
In fact,
seasons?
originally it was pretty shitty. When they first started streaming, it was really fucking bad. Like they didn't have shit on there. And then it got really good, and now it's just kind of. I mean, they have a lot of stuff on there, but you can tell they're cycling it a little bit, which is fine. It doesn't bother me that much. I actually wish Netflix would like charge like more for streaming and put it all up there than they charge less for it. But I don't know how the copyright bullshit works with that.
I don't think it's a copyright issue at this rate since they have no problem getting permission. I think it's on the consumers. They want something really easily available and affordable, and for some people.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it would be much.
Pay per month?
I pay $15 because I have DVDs and I don't fucking use them.
Oh, you just do the download thing only?
I pretty much only stream.
Yeah, that's the best way to go these days.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to. I don't have space to save things, and I know I'm just going to download it or delete it rather after I download it. So
Yeah.
I don't tend to download.
I used to do that too, but then I'd be like, I want to watch that show that I downloaded. Ah,
Yeah, I
fuck.
recommend if
Yeah.
you're downloading a ton of stuff, I recommend having a solid state drive.
Yeah.
Having
yeah.
a what?
Solid state. They're getting cheaper.
Oh.
The 256 gigabyte ones are getting pretty affordable.
They're getting there. Yes.
Don't have money for.
Is there
things.
really a point
Yeah.
to be using solid state for storage though? Even for
it's
shows?
more-
It's more on the performance side.
I know
yeah.
I know what a solid state is. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
I know it has something to do with computers.
Yeah, it just loads really fast compared to the old shit.
And well, it also has a longer lifetime too.
Yeah.
I probably should.
Isn't
get
it-
a new hard drive just because mine's getting older. I'm afraid I'm
Yeah.
gonna lose it.
Oh, it will crash eventually. Definitely back some stuff up.
Yeah.
my hard drive is getting full. I've needed to delete several things in order to keep it just barely above 50.
I'll probably wait
50
till I
gigs
get
left.
Japan to get some fucking money. I get so much shit I'm gonna have to buy when I get over there.
Everyone needs money.
I want to get a solid state drive for not just for the what's it called? Fuck. not just for the OS itself, but also for PSO2. Because fucking takes so long to load shit because fucking the game's 27 gigs, despite being able to run on a toaster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Game's fucking huge.
Pretty
Game is
accurate.
huge. Seriously.
How big is it?
24
gig-
gigs.
27 gigs right now.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
And-
these days, I personally recommend if you like storage more, I would actually go with the mechanical drives.
Well, yeah, I'm doing. I do mechanical drives for storage, and I want to do solid state for a
Your
few
main-
games and the OS.
There you
Yeah,
go.
of course.
Smart man. Give him a medal.
But yes, this game is currently 27 gigs, and the next update is going to be adding yet another gig to it.
Yep.
Wow.
Every update adds about that much, I guess.
Well, not every update.
Yeah. Some, I mean, way
Well,
smaller
actually,
than
every actual update, not like
Yeah.
like,
Hot
Not
fixes or
hotfixes
anything?
and shit like that.
like new
Patches.
yeah.
I can't wait for Final Fantasy 14 to get into DX11. I want to see what that game looks like at DX11. I got a beast machine.
I wonder how well the PS4 is going to keep up with it.
I think what the devs will probably do on the side is they'll make a version for PlayStation 4,
Mm-hmm.
and we're like, forget PlayStation 3.
Yeah, PlayStation 3 is
too old.
I wonder if it'll even be able to keep up on the PS3.
I don't at this. What devs can do, they can just opt out of certain things for graphical fidelity. They just let it run the old.
But then if they do that, they have to do it for every other version too.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's a tricky thing. That's a tricky thing.
I don't know shit about the shit.
I've had
That's my answer
programming.
to things.
Yeah, I only have relative programming experience from college. I know the fundamentals. That's about it. I don't know anything advanced. Just a huge disclaimer right there.
I don't know shit about shit, man.
Really, that's what you poop out of. It's a thing you poop. It's a thing you yell out loud when you get when you fail 6 legendaries in a row. And you keep talking to me about the law of diminishing returns.
Fuck diminishing returns.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that there's not that many Steam games to look out to, and it's then again it's early 2015. One can only hope. And meanwhile, I'll play Hyperdimension Neptunia at some point in time, delayed today. So you guys can keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your high quality? I heard that bling.
What?
I heard.
You heard a high quality noise.
You heard over TeamSpeak?
Yeah, well, it was while you were talking.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only reason it would play.
I was like, what?
Quiet, yeah.
I was like, if it doesn't pick up my guitar when I'm playing it, I don't know how the fuck it would pick that up. My guitar's louder than shit.
You played a guitar?
Sylvan's. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I play the violin. It's not on me right now, though.
That would be
Similar, and yet totally different.
Mm-hmm. Although my cousin plays a
Oboe?
no, she plays a 5-string violin that she can plug into a distortion pedal.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Crazy.
Yeah.
It sounds like a mandolin.
Crazy awesome.
It's
Pretty badass, actually.
That sounds like an electric mandolin or something.
Yes. I don't know.
That's pretty cool, though.
It is really cool. She's really good. She's actually like a high school orchestra teacher. But she also plays in prog rock bands.
Man, that's the living right there. I'll do it all.
Yep.
Let's see.
Silver ingots, by the way. That's what I'm making. Copious amounts of high quality silver ingots, and it's boring as shit.
Hey, at least when you're making food, you actually get to eat the food.
Well, I
get buffs
get to,
from the food.
I get to turn these in and turn them into silver brocades and get stuff from them. It's just boring because I can't quick synth them. I really need them high quality. I need that extra bump.
Bump. Walnut lumber? Oh boy. Do I have walnut logs?
I don't think that's a real thing.
Oh
Walnut
no.
lumber?
Walnut logs? Oh, it's a type of tree? Walnut?
In
Okay.
Final Fantasy.
I think
though,
so.
yes.
Never heard of him.
Most of the shit in this game is really based off of real.
Yeah, it is based
real
on
things.
something. Yeah.
I actually kind of find it to be boring.
But yeah, you wish they'd make stuff up.
Yeah, I know. Like,
on the other hand,
that was like one of the coolest things about Morrowind, you know?
Yeah, it's
And a
true.
lot of-
Completely
yeah.
made up everything.
That they ruined in Oblivion, where it's like, oh, we got watermelons and strawberries. Fuck
oh
this shit.
man,
Yeah.
you gave me the goosebumps. I'm gonna go crazy over this Morrowind stuff.
I didn't mind flaxseed. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
flaxseed.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that Morrowind though.
Yeah, Morrowind was the best. Oh man.
It was way ahead of its time.
Literally. It was so ahead of its time that they could never bring back the spellmaking system. Because
They
it was
didn't
too
bring back the
awesome.
spell-making system because that just breaks the
Too
fucking
broken.
game.
Yeah. They could have made it so it doesn't break the game, but no, they didn't.
Yeah.
They said, fuck it. It's too awesome the way it is. Let's not touch it and never bring it
Yeah.
back.
But that game's so good.
Yeah.
I love that game.
That spellmaking system kept me in that game for so long. Combined with the ability to cheat and jump across the whole continent.
Yeah.
And then watch your loading screen happen 3 times. before you
Yeah.
can jump.
I love that shit. You can do stupid
No.
shit in that game.
I know.
Yep.
I actually played. I made some save files just so I could play it Grand Theft Auto style.
True. Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what? I'm in this town. I really want to crash in your place because you have all this cool armor and stuff. So I'm just gonna kill everyone. I'm gonna kill everyone inside the store, and I'm gonna sleep in their bed.
Yeah, that was one of the funniest things to do. It's like, oh, I'm just in someone's house. I'll sleep in here.
No, I remember I killed the store owner who owns the armor place, and then I went to sleep. And then the next moment, I got an assassination note.
Yeah, that's the best.
I was like, oh, they want me? Then by the time I came out, the guards came up again. And then they tried killing me outside, but I just ran. Oh, man.
You get so OP in that game. God.
That's what made the game so much fun. When you, like, discover this stuff, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
They're just playing the game normally for, like, the first
I really
100
wanted to.
hours.
I just
And
found
then-
out about this that like, and I might be slow to the game, but like that there's a mod where they basically built the rest of Ardenfell,
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
and I'm like, holy fuck, I need to play this shit. Because they're working on the mod for Skyrim that's called Skywind,
Skywind.
and they're completely doing Morrowind.
Cool.
But it'll still be like the
Skyrim.
it's Skyrim's like battle system and everything, so it won't quite be the same. But I was like, that's still fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like Nostalgia City, better graphics.
Well, I need to go do gotta hoard all my mats today. I'm running low and stuff. No.
I need to eat something. I mean,
In game or real life?
Where
I
are
don't know,
else? Yeah.
but I'm crafting. Not food though.
Didn't you already had your mahi mahi?
Oh shit!
You mean you forgot?
No, I forgot to get my crawler cocoons.
Oh boy, that Morrowind.
Oh no, I'm not gonna eat that mahi mahi until I start making my silver brocades.
Okay. Oh. What do you guys think about the other Elder Scrolls games after Morrowind?
I found Oblivion to be kind of boring.
Compared to Morrowind, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, and
But I really liked Skyrim. I thought Skyrim was really good.
Skyrim had.
It was an improvement.
Yeah, I also like the environment there too. And
Fire
the
what?
setting. The setting for where Skyrim take place?
Asgard, or not Asgard?
Skyrim? Where Skyrim is?
Well,
Skyrim,
like
Skyrim.
yeah. Skyrim is the name of the area. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't like that they changed the way the dwarf ruins look though. I thought that was really weird.
Oh yeah, the dwarven, whatever they're
Like,
called. Yeah.
they could have been the same way that they made them in Morrowind. Like,
Yeah. I don't know why they made them slightly different.
yeah.
Well, on the other hand, I'm glad it's at least a different game.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it still could be, you know, the sphere things look the same. The Centurions look the same. Like, I make the ruins look the same.
Yeah.
You know?
What? Even the big guys from the original too, right?
Yeah, the
bigger
Centurions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not the same.
Yeah, they changed
obviously,
everything, but yeah.
But because the graphics are obviously far better. But
Yeah. And they
I'm just
clearly
saying.
changed everything, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of my buddies
But that's nitpicking.
these
really.
days, the younger ones, they all love Skyrim the best.
Well, of course, they've never played. They probably had never played Oblivion, let alone Morrowind. Morrowind is still the better one out of all of them.
I mean, it doesn't have the graphics by far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Morrowind's
that's the only
graphics are
problem.
very dated.
Unless mods.
Yeah, they're terrible graphics and the loading issues.
And the combat is so fucking boring.
Yeah, but I have just like the combat. It did feel faster in Skyrim and Oblivion, but it's like still not that much. At least the weapons that I play with,
Yeah.
it's not that much faster.
I was gonna say with Morrowind, you can actually make it really fucking fast because you can break weapons in that game.
Yes, yes.
Not forget to mention that game is really cryptic too. Morrowind, you actually pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, it's like I could buff my strength so high to kill one-shot things, but then my weapon will break in one attack.
Yeah.
That is genius. I remember. Yeah, I just remember someone complaining about that, and I was like, "That's awesome! What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That keeps you from cheating like a moron."
They're telling you to balance your
Cheat
character,
like
please.
Don't cheat like a moron. You cheat
Yeah,
like
because I think he was like, "Oh, I had like max level alchemy, so I was like, oh, I'll just make some strength potions all the time."
My friend basically, what he did is that he went like full naked, like with like a robe or something.
Yeah.
And he would just have like crazy strength, and he'd just use his fists.
Yep.
Because basically, like your first hit would drain them all their stamina, the second hit would kill them.
Yeah, that's the other thing, Morrowind, because it was so open. Like there was not really any direct path, or like there were presets, but you
I
can
also
still do
like
whatever
how
you
like
want.
fucking creepy the ghouls were, the ash zombies and shit.
Yes.
These were fucking creepy as shit, man.
Yes, they were. All of the summons I found fairly creepy.
That game was awesome.
And then you can turn to a werewolf. or
I was
vampire.
actually disappointed in
Yeah, that
Skyrim
was
and the lack
a
of
huge
Daedra.
quest chain that I didn't even want to do.
Which one?
It is easier than curing vampirism, though, I have to say.
Yeah.
Curing vampirism was a pain in the ass.
I didn't find that one to be too bad.
Well,
Which
it was
one?
like, oh, find all this random shit and make a potion.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which quest chain didn't you like to do though?
Oh, you're talking about the wolf? You were talking about the werewolves in Skyrim? Or rather, Oblivion?
You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
actually, the werewolf one, you could be in
Werewolves
Morrowind
sucked
Yeah.
in Skyrim, but they were awesome in Morrowind. Holy shit, they were
Yeah.
awesome.
too. Yeah.
You just run around murdering people with that shit, man. If you had max skills, God, you sneak up right behind someone, just one shot them. You had crazy crit.
Yeah, I am pretty crazy.
Just don't change, because apparently, like, even though the internet doesn't exist, everybody knows you're a werewolf.
Yeah, that is true.
One
Word
guard
travels
sees one
fast.
Change. Yeah.
Very gossipy.
I love that game.
I know, me too. Hands down.
I want to play it again, but my Xbox doesn't work. I don't have it on the PC. Well, I do have it on the PC somewhere.
Dude, there's
Xbox
you can
never
always,
works.
You can always get the collector's edition of Morrowind on Steam. Especially when it goes on the summer sale.
You can
go for
fucking
like
download
$10.
it, man. Honestly, you can fucking pirate that shit.
That's very true.
Very true, but
I would hope that the
I wanna
Steam
support-
one
I wanna
would at
support
least...
it at least, because that was that good of a game.
Whatever. I've already bought 3 copies of that fucking game.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need this. support
Why do you
again.
want it supported for mods?
Yeah. I wouldn't want it. I don't know.
I would at least get the mods for Morrowind that like makes things that fixes the game a lot better with the loading.
Yeah, like I would assume if it was
Get the
on
performance
Steam,
ones.
That game would crash.
it would make it load better and that kind of thing. If it didn't, it'd be fucking pointless.
That game fucking crashes like a bitch, man.
Yeah.
Especially like when you sell everything in the fucking creeper.
Yeah.
I swear that makes the game crash even worse. Because he's got all that shit in his inventory. So.
Yeah. Oh, the mud crab? Is that what you're talking about? Or the
No, not the creeper who's in the manor. He had 5k.
Oh, okay. Did you ever find the mud crab? He has 10.
Yeah, I found the mud crab like once.
Yeah.
The only problem with the mud crab is that like I like
He's
to
random.
change up my returns and stuff. And there's like no fast way to get to him.
Yeah, there isn't. Well, the mark and recall, I guess that's about it.
That's what I mean. Like I change that up. Like
yeah, all the time. I'd always change that.
I wonder what they're gonna do for the next one.
That's a good question indeed.
Confused as to what I'm hearing in the background of crits.
I'd rather just let them take their time. Let
Kind
the
of,
ideas come naturally. It's a milking franchises every year. Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty.
Assassin's Creed kind of makes me grumpy.
I didn't think the first one was that good to complete. Like, good enough to invest that much time on.
I thought the first one's story was really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I talked to Kyle about this. He didn't like how the flags are collectibles.
Well, it was
Yeah,
just
that
in the game, at the one point, like after that first part where you're like, oh, okay, you know, you do your first mission or you kill your first dude or your target, and then it's like, okay, so now what should you, like, because they don't tell you what to do next, the only thing that they do tell you could do is find flags. I'm like, what, why? This is just stupid. Like, that alone made me think, like, this isn't that well of a design game.
It wasn't, honestly. Yeah. It was one of the first titles for the system, so...
Yeah, it was a launch title, yeah, pretty much.
Was it actually a launch title?
I think it was close, if it wasn't.
I knew it was close. I didn't think
Yeah,
it was actually
if it wasn't a launch, then it was definitely very close.
Now it makes me
But
want
the
to
second
play.
one was really
Yeah, I've heard
Makes me
much
want
better.
to play actually Black Flag.
See how bad that is.
good. Well, here it's actually really good.
Well, I hear it has like the
They,
most
like-
game-breaking glitches in it.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Well, I did see one that was like... It looked like... the fucking Rapture. Like, basically, like, there's supposed to be a ship there full of, like, pirates, and it's just a hole in the ground, and there's just water pouring on the sides of it, and then you see people start to, like, float out of it, like...
Yeah.
And then I was like, what? And then, like, as it, like,
Yes,
floats out,
yes.
the ship actually comes up, and then the ship floats up.
Yeah, so it looks
And
like
then the
everything is
ship
ascending
crashes
into
down.
heaven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then everybody falls down on it, and I was all like, what?
Yeah.
But that
It
game
looks
pissed me
almost
off
in
'cause-
person on purpose, like the way they did that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just such a weird.
Yeah, it's
thing,
just
like,
a crazy glitch.
I'm like, glitches don't do that. Like, you know, glitches like pixelate or crash the game.
Yeah.
Or, you know. Yeah, the ending of the third one made me pretty much turn off the whole system. Like, I'm like, I don't even care anymore. Because it, like, the ending was like final, but not final at the same time, and I'm just like,
Uh-oh. Watch out, that English major, Jill.
What?
He's
I'm not an
he's
English
close
major.
Oh, right. You want... Oh, that's right.
I'm a history major. No, sir. I'm a history graduate, sir.
Oh, a history graduate, huh?
I'm a history graduate. Thank you very much.
Can you tell us about how history is going to repeat itself if we don't learn from our mistakes?
Oh, fuck that saying. So cliche.
That's not true.
It's
More
true
like
to
if you're
extent.
ignorant of history, that yes, you could very easily fall into the same mistakes.
Oh, okay. I just want
It's like it's true, but it's cliche, and it's like it's an
Yeah.
aphorism. It almost doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm very enlightened because I'm actually talking to a history graduate about this. That was one of my things I wanted to talk about in my life. I need to talk to a history major about this saying because this is bothering me so much because so many people say it in a cliche manner.
It's true, but there's like competing different ideas of like using history to explain like to predict the future in a way, but like there's
astrology.
Well, I mean, like it's sort of like it's a philosophical approach to the way that you look at like the future, and like one of the main reasons why you study history is so that you can understand the present,
the future,
and the future. So like the competing ideologies is that like a lot of people are like, oh, history's a never-ending cycle, or like my personal view is that actually we're in like, I don't know what you would call it, but I would call it like a reverse cycle. Like I think that like not a reverse cycle, but a reverse spiral. Like we always go up towards something better ultimately, but you know we go through like these periods where like shit gets really bad, and then shit gets really good, and then shit gets really bad. Yeah. But then there's some people that think that we're actually in a downward spiral, and this actually fairly common perception. Like most people I talk to at work, and they're like, "World's going to hell in a handbasket, man." And this is so much better in my fucking day, my generation.
No,
no, it actually wasn't, man.
For sure, racism was way more prevalent back in your day.
But I don't know.
Yeah. Every time, plenty of black comedians that I'll watch are like, I hate hearing about the good old days. I'm black. We never had good old days.
Oh, that I can agree on with them.
I want to be a minor. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to talk to history about. Like, it's hard to like talk about like the philosophical elements of history to people because like it gets really confusing. Like, I mean, I've read a couple of books on that stuff, and it's like, or a couple of articles, like scholarly articles, and I'm like, holy shit, man! Like, I don't know how anybody could get this that like doesn't have like the knowledge, like the historiographical knowledge, like the history of studying history is like really interesting to me. Like, I was trying to explain that to my parents, and they were like, "What? I don't even know what that means." Like, But just talking about history to people is real fun because then, like, you know, some people are like, they know stuff that you might not know, and you know stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like let's talk about World War II, and it's really interesting and exciting," and like that's what I like.
Oh, I kind of like talking about the psychological matters about all the majors out there, and I guess I'm a weird guy when it comes to, like, I wonder what majors think about this topic. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's so funny?
Are you sure you want to know?
Now I do.
Now we all do.
I feel like this is going to change the friendships here.
Alright, okay.
Oh god, what am I getting myself into?
Joe, for timeout. Before you even click on it, the URL
I've already
is
clicked on it.
Joe.
I don't know what that means.
Oh boy, you're in for a treat. It's a wonderful world of hentai.
Esque.
I don't even know what the fuck to do with this.
I don't even know. I don't even. And there's other gifs as well of the same thing, of the same movie or whatever it is.
I don't. I can't even complete a sentence.
Well, okay, interesting.
Oh, Japan.
What is this darkest dungeon you linked?
Oh, that's a legit. That's the most legit game I've seen so far. That's a new release.
Oh.
It is an early access, so you can take it with a grain of salt. But the game looks phenomenal. It looks really nice on the aesthetic level. It has a grimdark, turn-based RPG environment.
Yeah.
The debuff system's pretty interesting too, because you know how no normal RPGs, most people in your party will just get the usual poison or get injured. This one, some of the debuffs were really interesting. It's psychological. So you can have different levels of paranoia, fear.
Cool.
You can make...
Well, that's emotional, I guess.
Yeah. Like you can make people... I guess, well, it has been done before. You can actually get your other party members fighting against each other.
Interesting.
Well, that's when you get deeper, and then some people get corrupted.
Cool.
And
Neat.
It's not an easy game too. The deeper you go.
Honestly, having your own teammates turn against you sounds pretty fucking difficult. Right there.
Like
I think Brutal was talking about that the other day.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be